Welcome back, Christian Nation. We are watching more One Piece, episodes 23 and 24. We're kind of going, I feel like I'm going through this pretty fast, but then I remember that there's 900 and something episodes, so I guess I'm technically not, but this is like triple the speed that I usually do with any series. But what I figured out right when I was starting this show, I realized that if I was going to actually watch this show, I had to make sure I watched enough so it wouldn't take like 6 years for me to finish this. So that's why we have a routine of doing 6 episodes a week, which is doable for me, and it doesn't make me forget about the other shows that I react to. So that's the reason why you're not getting any more. I do a lot of other shows. Feel free to check those out too, guys. If you only watch me from One Piece, I do My Hero Academia, One Punch Man, a bunch of other shows with Mob Psycho that we're starting soon as well. So if you're interested in any of those, feel free to check them out. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. I do have a Patreon, patreon.com/AJRich123 for full reactions and early releases. That helps me out. I appreciate that. And let's go ahead and start. A little of a tense situation here. Oh. The other guy said that you shouldn't go in the Grand Line, that there's... so that's what happened to everybody? Maybe that's why they're all hurt? Oh, okay, or not. Huh, so they have history. Wow. But he lost his leg. No wonder he has fighting. We saw him being able to fight. He probably looks down on him more so because of that. I feel like that's pretty difficult. So a lot of people have tried it before then. That probably hurt his pride a bit. Oh, that's why he wants it. I still can't get used to the size of that hat. It's just not normal. Of course, if you mention being anything high of the king of the pirates, Luffy's gonna say something. Well, saying something like that to somebody that's already tried to go. Wow, 50 ships in 7 days. Him and his weapons and his damn armor. No one's flinching. Poor Usopp. Of course he'd call it small. He's going from, he has, had 50 ships worth of people. I guess at least he's giving them a warning? Well, we already know at least a couple people that aren't going to bail. The fuck? Does that mean they kissed? I'm assuming? Maybe trying to get a bounty for something? Or no, maybe that was her wanted. Maybe that was her, possibly? I mean, they were obviously pissed off, so. Oh, now they're bringing up that starvation thing again that he mentioned, that Sanji had mentioned. They kind of feel for people that, you know, they're cooks. People that are hungry, regardless good or bad, I can see why they would want, you know. I feel like none of them are gonna leave. They seem pretty passionate about the, you know, the place they work. And they, you know, they got their big forks and knives. They're ready to cook, per se. They're gonna be recharged after they eat food, though. That's the problem. He just seems to have certain ideals. I guess since cooking is a passion. He looks like somebody that may have like gone through a traumatic experience. Whoa. One person there? That's kind of interesting. So one person took down an entire, you know, 50 ships worth of pirates. That, how does that bode well for Luffy with, oh man, that sounds tough. Now, is there somebody maybe guarding that area, or was it somebody that was going there as well? That would kind of matter too. Like if it's a guard, that means it's probably, I mean, if they can't beat it, that's going to be insanely hard. But if it's somebody that was just passing by or trying to go, then maybe you wouldn't run into them normally. I don't know. Cowboy looking guy. Yeah, definitely a traumatic experience, remembering it like that. Hawkeye, what is this, Marvel? Oh, he knows him? Oh, maybe there's more than just that. Like, the strength of people that you run into might be at that level. If you think this is gonna deter him from going, I mean, I would say no. The confident? Yeah, did you guys forget that they're gonna get attacked at any minute once they eat their food? Yeah. God. Yep, I guess you're gonna do that when you're that hungry. Oh man. It's like kind of like being back from the dead at that point. Ooh. Sacrifices must be made? Ugh. But I can tell that's the kind of pirate he is. I mean, it's pretty much army versus army here. Crew, even though technically the cooks aren't a crew. Well, technically they are a crew. Just not set up to fight normally, crew. What? What the hell? One slash will Titanic the entire ship? Okay, this came out of nowhere. So much for them taking over the restaurant? But is this person with the sword a threat? I'm assuming so. You have to be... Oh, oops. You have to be insanely strong to do that to a ship. No way. She bailed? How did we not see this coming? It's in her personality. But I thought they had enough. I don't know. We'll talk about it at the end. Oh, wait. The person, the one guy that took the entire... That's crazy. They mentioned Hawkeye. I'm kind of surprised, but not surprised Nami would kind of leave like that. It seems, but it's part of her personality. But at the same time, I feel like at this point she's had enough of a connection to Luffy and everybody to not do something like that. So leaving, but she was holding, the only thing I can assess is she's like holding the wanted poster, and I thought it's either one of two things. Either it's her own wanted poster, which would make no sense. I mean, she's stolen a bunch of stuff, so maybe she has a wanted poster. It would make sense. But or she found people maybe she knew that was wanted to get, and that she could get, you know, she knows where they're at, and maybe she wants to get the reward that way. I'm not 100% sure, but those are the only two options I can really think of when it comes to that. But also this Hawkeye guy, when they were mentioning him, I was thinking this is like something maybe Luffy would have to deal with, like way, like they would have to deal with like way later on, like you know, because they're talking about like they found them at the Grand Line. And I'm just kind of surprised this guy's like showing up and following them, because the way they're talking about the strength difference is 50 ships, like being able to, you know, destroy 50 ships themselves and 50 crew, you know, pretty much 50 crews. That's crazy. So this has got to be the strongest person they've gone up against. I would assume so, because Jesus Christ, that's an immense power. But anyway, let's go to the next one. Huh. Okay, so it wasn't her. Yeah, and she's pretty money hungry, so I guess that can be tempting. And she's so good at doing this to people. There's a way with words. And these guys are just gullible enough. Oh. Damn. How do I... There's gotta be another reason that we're just not seeing here, because I really thought she had, you know, even though it's been a short amount of time, it just seems uncharacteristic in this sense. I don't know. Not like she had really a connection to those two, but still, she took the ship. And meanwhile, an entire pirate crew's day just got... And now they're kind of stuck there with them. Oh, yeah. Stubborn. But Luffy must be thinking like I am here. Throwing away that garbage. Okay, yes, fully Titanicked. Yeah, he's... I saw the shape of that hat, which looks like a cowboy hat. Did they really do nothing to, like, draw this guy to do this? You don't slice a ship in half for no reason. Usually there's gotta be, like, something you did. Huh. Part of me was really hoping he had a bow and arrow instead. I guess it's technically a good thing for Zoro since he's looking for him. Blocking shots with the sword. That's pretty skilled. Does Zoro stand a chance? 3 swords versus 1 sword. I feel like this could be a really good fight. Though this guy beat 50 ships. Huh. This guy's smarter than he looks. But this is supposed to be the strongest person, right? So how do you beat the strongest person? What? Oh. Huh. The weakest? I mean, he's fighting with a... I mean, it's pretty much like a mini knife. That takes some balls. He doesn't see Zoro as a threat at all. Yeah, that's gotta hurt the pride a little bit. 'Cause that's a big difference in strength if you can't even take him with the mini knife. He might as well just take out a butter knife. That is, even though they say, hey, this is the strongest person, what I've learned from other animes is somebody touting that they're the strongest usually ends up meaning they're not actually the strongest. So I did not expect the difference like this, where he's pulling out a mini little dagger thing and being able to take 3 swords at once. And it looks like Zoro's like, this is the most serious I feel like I've seen him. Like, he looks dead on serious on fighting here. A lot of the time he's like hurt or at a disadvantage or something. It seems like he's going full out here. And that actually worries me. Maybe in this series, when they say strongest, they mean strongest. I don't know. Damn. Yeah, especially since we learned about his past. Oh yeah, it probably brings him back to this, just no matter how much he trained. I mean, we know what drives him now, and if you'll train like that, you'll do anything to become stronger. And this guy's a swordsman, so it's, you know, he can't fulfill that promise without defeating somebody like this. Damn, already gassed out. That's a big difference. Called him a weak one. Oh, damn. Luffy understands what's going on, I guess. He wouldn't want anybody to jump in here. This is a one-on-one fight. Oh shit! He was about to use a technique, and he's got those I hate to say from another series, but he's got those Itachi eyes. That's a pretty damn respectable way to die if you're gonna die like that. I can tell this, yeah. Holy shit. Now that's a sword. God damn, you can't help but respect Zoro. Him and his ideals. Fuck. It's definitely. You gotta take a loss gracefully, though. He's lost a million times, you know, before as a kid. So that's what made. Oh, shit. Okay. I thought maybe he'd let him go. Wow. That's gonna leave a fucking mark. I just don't think that's the type of guy Zoro is. But that also means you can't die. If you die, you can't achieve that promise. Wait, if Zoro didn't stand a chance, how does Luffy stand a chance? Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think so, but that's gonna leave a scar. Well, they have a goal though. And as we saw when he was a kid, having somebody like that, that's stronger than you, keeps beating you, at least for Zoro. He's already able to say stuff? Jesus. That's some strong bonds right there. In a short amount of time like that. Oh, if Zoro couldn't do it, this guy can't stand a chance. Yeah, why punish your why punish your crew? God damn, the sheer strength of that guy. But now they have goals. Huh, so they have to split up. But meanwhile, they're still gonna take the ship? Holy crap. Was not expecting a crazy Zoro fight versus now we've seen an extent. Everybody that they've ran into so far has been weaker, like Luffy, Zoro. Someone's been able to beat them and then they move on. But this guy, Hawkeye, is like I don't even want to say a mile. It seems like a billion times like ahead of them. I mean, he was using his special moves. He was like going 100% full out, and I loved the kind of the flashback and kind of showing. It really did show that Zoro like was in kind of the same when he was getting beaten as a kid over and over and over again, and he was crying and said, I'm gonna beat you, or pretty much that same moment just happened. Like he was crying, and like it's like he went back to that emotional state. But also, when you think about it, what happened when he got beat like that? He kept trying, and it pushed him. Then when she died, it even pushed him harder. In this case, he got beaten by somebody that's obviously way superior to him. So what is he like? What should he do here? Obviously train, get stronger. It's gonna be a driving force for him. There's as we see from this experience, there's no way in hell that he's gonna let this he's gonna forget this. It's gonna be a driving force, not just for him, for Luffy as well. It's obviously Luffy didn't stand a chance either. That's why they even there was no shot. And now they have an actual benchmark. Sometimes, as we've seen from other shows, like if you're too strong and you have no one to nothing to reach for, you could be like Saitama in One Punch and be bored as hell. But in this case, you obviously saw somebody that's extremely way stronger than you, and that's a good drive to get stronger, to get better. And I liked that. I loved the respect too. This isn't just some typical thug villain we've gotten so far. This guy Hawkeye, I don't even know if I could call him a villain. He seems to be very calculated, a lot smarter than his appearance, very he chivalrous, I guess would be the right word. Like he respected. But Zoro the same way. It was like a fight of swordsmen. It was very, very much probably the most civil fight we've seen so far. Let me know if I'm wrong there, but that's what it feels like. It felt like the most, even though it was the most epic and strongest, obviously, it was the most courteous. And even though when he was slicing him, it just would have been strange to kill him, but like it just I felt like, even though I felt like he was going to hold back to some extent, and he was doing that out of respect. And and he didn't kill him, so it was very interesting to see it like that. But wow, what a great episode! What a couple episodes there. But and then kind of going back to Nami leaving, now they have to split up. Usopp and Zoro having to follow Nami, and then he's stuck on the boat. So. Luffy's stuck there, and now what's really funny is they didn't even learn their lesson. Now they have a broken ship, and now they're gonna go. Now I guess I have a better reason to go, storm the restaurant. I was more worried about his crew than the actual guy. But now actually it's a bad thing that they didn't get thrown into the water, because now they're gonna try to take over the restaurant. But Luffy's there, so I'm not as worried. But still. But anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. Feel free to check out my Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123 for full reactions and early releases. I appreciate you guys watching these. This is a very fun series. It kind of really throws you different ways. Like it can be very kind of feel cheery, happy, funny, but then turn serious in about half a second. I kind of like that. It like flips really quick, especially in this episode. It turned very serious very fast. We've had a couple examples of serious episodes so far, and I like that. I like the good mix here, but throw in some comedy as well, and it's great. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.